Hello everyone, my name is Holden Levicki, and this is my final project, Saliri, for my game design degree at the University of Advancing Technology. For this project, I decided to investigate what aspects I find most enjoyable in the games that I play. From this process, along with all of my experiences while attending UAT, I've discovered that I yearn for open-ended exploration within games. The questions, what happens if I go over there, or what if I bring this item over here, are the type of things that games frequently drive me to ask. However, this theme is rarely something that games focus on. So for my project, I decided to bring in that essence of exploring the unknown of your environment to the center of the gameplay. One of the first games that came to mind when working out this concept was the snowboarding game Steep. Steep, at its core, is not much more than a traditional extreme sports game. It incorporates snowboarding, skiing, wingsuit flying, and paragliding all into the same package. But one element to Steep that truly sets it apart from the other entries in this genre is that it's a completely open world. This shifted the dynamic of snowboarding down the same pre-arranged time trial courses over into frantically locating the most treacherous mountain and trying not to die while going down it. This game also had several of the same traditional timed courses and races, but the added option of exploration completely overtook this aspect for me. This opened my eyes to the possibility of making a game that uses exploration as its primary source of gameplay. So what is it exactly? Well, Saliri will be an open-world platforming game that is set within a realistic natural environment. Within this world will be varied obstacles and puzzles that require careful planning and creativity to overcome. As the players progress within the world, they will acquire new abilities that will grant them the capability to reach new heights and faraway places. Now you might be saying that this concept is very familiar to the gaming industry. The defining component to Saliri is the acquisition of these abilities. When the player first begins Saliri, they will start out with the standard run and jump abilities. However, as soon as they miss their first jump and come to an unexpected end, they will be reborn from the start, but with a new ability. This is the first introduction of Saliri's Reincarnation mechanic. Whenever a player dies within the world, depending on where and how they died, they will be reborn with a new movement mechanic. And as I mentioned earlier, this new ability will be themed around the circumstances surrounding their death. So for instance, if a player dies from falling too far off of a steep cliff, they may be reincarnated with the essence of a bird and be granted the ability to glide. Or if they die from drowning in water, they may gain the ability to swim much faster or breathe underwater. This means that eventually the gameplay will evolve from exploring the world for exploration's sake into exploring the world to find a new and creative method to die. Maybe the player sees a precarious rock up on a cliff edge. They may try to find a way to end up underneath it. So what will this actually look like? As mentioned earlier, it will be set in a realistic natural environment. So this sort of aesthetic is what I'll be looking for. It will likely be more dynamic or dramatic in the geographic features to present more methods of death, but this is a good start. Saliri will also obviously have various movement-based abilities when paired with when paired with environmental obstacles, they will present a degree of challenge for the players. This will make the exploration more rewarding. And with the implementation of abilities such as the super jump from Crackdown or the wingsuit ability from Just Cause, it will only exponentially add to the potential complexity of the environment. The target audience for this game is focused on the existing market of 3D platforming game consumers. The people who enjoy games like Mirror's Edge, Banjo-Kazooie, and Mario Odyssey, and others like those, will also likely enjoy this game. Additionally, since this game focuses on changing the video game space with innovative ideas, people who look to buy indie games may also be interested in this game. Several of the games that I mentioned or alluded to here also occupy the same general innovative space. The open world adaptation in Steep and the movement abilities found in Crackdown and Just Cause will also be present within Saliri. In conclusion, the true innovation found within Saliri is the usage of the reincarnation mechanic that rewards players for exploring the world and finding creative ways to die so that they can be rewarded with additional powers. Again, my name is Holden Levicki, and thank you for your time.